The Price of Betrayal, extended version. The late afternoon sun was spilling gold over the quiet neighborhood when Violet Winters turned the corner into her parents' driveway, tired but content. She had just closed the biggest deal of her freelance career, and the weekend was supposed to be peaceful. She had even bought a silk scarf for her mother, that robin's egg blue she loved so much. But peace, in Violet's family, was always temporary. She pushed open the backyard gate and froze. For a heartbeat, everything looked ordinary: the freshly mowed grass, the family dog sleeping under the porch, her sister Harper lounging by the pool in sunglasses. Then the sunlight flashed off the surface of the water, and Violet saw it, her laptop, sinking slowly into the blue depths. Bubbles rose, carrying the last breath of her digital life. Her voice cracked. "Harper, what the hell are you doing?" Harper didn't even flinch. She took a lazy sip of her lemonade. "Oh, that, it slipped." Violet rushed to the pool's edge, yanking the machine out, water streaming down her hands. It was useless. Her files, her contracts, her designs, everything gone. "This wasn't an accident," Violet said, trembling. "You threw it." Harper's smirk sharpened. "Still not going to help me with my investment." There it was, the real reason. A week ago, Harper had asked for $500, just a little boost for her new venture. Violet had refused, not because she didn't care, but because it was never just once with Harper. For years, she had borrowed, begged, manipulated, always claiming to be the victim, always promising to pay back, never actually doing it. Now, her revenge shimmered at the bottom of the pool. Their parents rushed out at the noise. Her mother gasped. "What happened here?" Harper's voice wavered, trembling on cue. I was just cleaning the pool, and Violet started yelling." Violet's chest burned. "She's lying. She threw my laptop in." But her father was already frowning. "Violet, calm down. It's just a laptop." Just a laptop. Her world tilted. For a second, she wanted to scream, to shatter something just to be heard. But what was the point? This family didn't deal in truth. They dealt in appearances. And Harper was always the golden one. That night, Violet sat in her car for hours before driving home. Her phone buzzed endlessly: work emails, client pings, messages she couldn't bear to read. Finally, she shut it off and sat in silence. Rain began to fall, soft at first, then harder, drumming on the roof. Each drop felt like a heartbeat she'd been holding too long. The next morning, the real nightmare began. Her phone pinged: unauthorized bank transfer, $8,200 to Harper Glow Enterprises. Her blood ran cold. She called the bank, frantic. The representative's tone was calm, almost mechanical. "It appears the transactions came from a verified device linked to your account." "That's impossible," Violet snapped. "I never—" "Ma'am, was this perhaps a family member?" That one word, family, made her want to laugh and cry at the same time. By the end of the day, it got worse. Fake credit cards, social media profiles in her name. Her clients receiving updated invoices with Harper's payment details. Someone had been preparing this for weeks, and Violet had walked right into it. When she tried to confront her sister, Harper laughed. "Oh, don't act so dramatic. You'll get it back eventually." "You committed fraud, Harper." "You can't prove that." And she was right, not yet. Violet spent the next 2 weeks living like a ghost. Her apartment turned into a war room: laptop on the floor, stacks of papers, cups of cold coffee, dark circles under her eyes. She traced every digital trail, every email, every IP address, every login. It was her pain that gave her power. Each night she whispered to herself, "You will not break this time. You will document." By the end of the month, she had enough: screenshots, call logs, timestamps, even voice messages where Harper admitted to borrowing her identity to save the business. She didn't confront her, she planned. The storm came quietly. On a Tuesday morning, Harper received an email with her name in bold. Subject: cease and desist. Criminal activity and identity theft documentation. Copies were sent to her investors, her business partner, and their parents. Within hours, Harper's world began to crumble. Her investors withdrew. Her partner resigned. Her social media accounts vanished overnight. Their mother called, voice trembling. "Violet, you didn't have to humiliate her." "You let her destroy my life," Violet replied. "I just showed the truth." For the first time, her mother didn't have an answer. A few days later, Harper showed up at Violet's apartment. She looked smaller somehow, hair messy, eyes hollow. She carried a box filled with old things, photo albums, bracelets, childhood memories. "Vi, can we just talk?" "About what?" "We were sisters before all this." Violet's expression didn't change. "Before you decided that loyalty meant ownership." Harper set the box down. "If you take back the legal stuff, I'll pay you. I'll fix it." Violet turned her phone screen toward her, a recording. Harper's own voice played back, calm and cruel. "When family asks for help, Violet, family should help." Her sister went pale. "You recorded me." "I documented everything," Violet said quietly. "And the police have copies." For the first time, Harper had no words. Just silence, thick, heavy, final. "You're destroying me." "No," Violet said softly. "I'm freeing myself." She opened the door. "Goodbye, Harper." The door clicked shut behind her, sharp and clean, like the end of a curse. 6 months later, Violet stood on a stage under warm conference lights. The banner behind her read, "Cybersecurity and Emotional Boundaries, the Cost of Trust." She looked out at the audience, faces eager, curious, listening. Her voice was steady, confident. "Sometimes, the greatest hackers aren't strangers online," she said. "They're people who know your passwords, your patterns, your weaknesses, because they were once close enough to hold your hand." The crowd was silent, some nodded. "But healing," she continued, "isn't revenge. It's building a life that can't be stolen again." When the applause came, it was thunderous. That night, Violet sat alone in her apartment, a cup of tea in her hand. Her phone buzzed with a new message, her mother. "Can we meet for coffee tomorrow? Just us?" Violet smiled faintly. She typed back, "Tuesday at 2 p.m., 45 minutes only." Boundaries, her new kind of love. She set her phone aside and looked out the window at the quiet city lights, at her reflection looking back. Not the broken woman she had been, but someone sharper, wiser, freer. The world that once revolved around guilt and manipulation was finally still. And in that silence, Violet realized something profound. Forgiveness wasn't about letting others off the hook. It was about cutting the line that kept her tied to pain. She raised her cup slightly toward the night. "To freedom," she whispered. And for the first time in her life, she meant it. "Would you like me to now make this version in a cinematic video-style script, with camera movements and emotions described like a short film, perfect for YouTube narration or animation? It'll make the scenes feel alive visually, like watching the story."